We're Karen and Bo Christensen, a Danish-American couple who met in Germany in 2016. Bo is an airline pilot, and Karen is a freelance advertising creative director. In late 2022, we bought Château de La Tuilerie in Martel, France, and are working to make it a bed and breakfast and wedding destination fit for a queen. Welcome to Queen's Escape. So the house guys are back today, somewhere. I'm gonna chat to them about the coverage. And also monitor a bit. Okay.
On a décalé ça.
Are we getting full? Every part of it?
Ah oui, on fait tout.
Complete?
Oui, oui.
Yeah, because it's... I see a line. A ligne.
Nous l'avons pas fait encore ici. On a fait le côté, ici, et là on va faire celui-ci.
Right. So you will get it all total?
Oui.
Yeah, okay.
Allez, mon Thibaut.
Yeah, just want to be sure we are sure to be getting all the coverage, just because I see some lines. Of course, now I'm out here, so we'll be monitoring a bit. It's a slight distrust issue because the first day didn't go awesome. You know, it was okay, you know, but the car broke down, and Bo was a little concerned too, that, you know, want to make sure that the total job is being done. So I'm here for that. So it has a smell. I wish you could smell the smell. It's strong. Yeah. So, pardon? Mm-hmm. Yep. So what I am to understand is with the rain and the sunshine, all the black marks are to disappear. So we should be seeing that as the weather continues. Now, they did throw in the cleaning of the terrace with this, which is very, very good news for us. So this looks quite a bit precarious. I mean, oh my goodness. I hope he is very careful. Oh my gosh. Power is out while these guys are outside working on this spraying. They're only using one outlet at a time as far as I know, and I'm not using any others, but I'm gonna go check. We got the power back on by turning all the switches off on the circuit breaker board, and then turning the power on, which it came on, and then slowly turning all of the switches back on. And it was one circuit that was for the lamps, which I think are on the terrace, because I turned them on so that they could have power to do the power washing of the front. So one of those, the switch is still off, but now the power is on in the building, and so I'm gonna keep it off for now and just let the power work so they can do their work and then deal with that a little bit later. What an absolutely beautiful day for this work. I mean, it's definitely 60 degrees. So he's been paying really special attention to these areas underneath the windows where there's a good bit of discoloration, and that makes me really happy to see, as of course that's, you know, a big part of why we want them to come and do what they do. So really good. Part that was green from a leak that we had, so that's really good. So vert.
Ouais. Il va partir.
We had a low,
Ouais.
yeah, came, was a kaput,
C'est ça,
and then yeah, came down. Yeah, it's really good. We just had a near tragedy. That ladder slipped. He was not quite at the top, but he was up it pretty good. And the part of the ladder that was all the way extended began to fall down into the bottom ladder, and he held on, lucky for him, almost all the way until it came to the bottom, and then he rolled off once he was over the grass. But you see they are standing above these bridges. Yeah, so close to the castle, it's a hole that leads down to the wine room. So it was very, very lucky that he held on. Oh my goodness. Well, he's going right back up after just sliding down. Very brave. And he's singing. Nerves of steel. Oh, I think he ripped his pants open when he came down, poor fella. Yeah, I was asking how they were going to reach that side over there. And now I see. So he does the little wall down there for us too, which is super nice because it's pretty moldy, actually. And that was, he told me if he had any product left, he would do that. So that's super. Day 2 of getting the fungus off the chateau, and it's a very foggy day today. But you can see the guys are there. He's doing the terrace today. I'm just walking around the wild boar fence and having a look while the guys are getting set up over there. For the most part, it's fine. I haven't seen anything broken or anything covered. We've had some pretty fair weather. Wind now and then in the past week, but mostly pretty fair weather. So no problems with the fence. Just a bunch of molehills out here by the helipad. Other than that, everything's normal. So we're starting over on the left side of the chateau as yesterday, doing all of the window frames and all of the wall. Yep. I'm here in my little chair that I've set up for myself out here a distance from the chateau to just watch. And you know, I felt a little funny about doing that, but then I thought, yeah, this is our place. We should be able to do whatever we want and not feel bad about watching the work that we're paying for. So, and Bo agrees we should make sure we're getting our money's worth. So that's what we're doing, and they've been very good so far. All right, the defungusing of the chateau is now finished. They did 2 coats on every surface, and the newest fungus and discoloration, it will fade within the week. But the darker stuff, you know, the black stuff, that will take a couple of months, he said, before it goes away. But we should be seeing that in the, well, let's say it's end of January now, so February, March. We're looking at April, I guess. April, we should start to see the black stuff really cleaned up off. But I'll take a little video for you now just to show you kind of how it looks. So here we are after the second day of spraying, and you can see there are some dark marks under that window and that window and on the stone between them, and I believe that that is also supposed to come clean. And it's the same on the back side of the chateau. You know, we have some of these red stains kind of coming down from these 3 windows. I don't think it was actually so red when they started. He was telling me something about the red fungus, but yeah. But that's supposed to come clean, and of course the walls, you can see that it's sort of whitening up a lot on the stone down on the bottom, and even on the walls on the top, and you can see some of the spraying marks too. And as it rains and as we get some sun, it should even out and clear up. And it was funny to me to see just how much the rocks on the ground, you know, these little rock tiles that we have whitened up, you know, since they were spraying, and it was just happened to be falling to the ground. But you see all of the white spots. So here on the tower, you know, we have a little bit of these markings on the dividers and there, and that's something we want to come off. And as well, underneath these windows, that's something we'll be looking to fade in the next few months. But it really starts to whiten up. You can see it whitening up. And this wall is not white, but it's lighter. But the stain that kind of was going up and down here has lightened, I think, a bit. And we would expect that that would completely be cleaned up in the coming months. Yeah. Not as much here to see. That one is not so stained. But they also did the terrace today. They did these steps, and they already look a lot better. A lot better. Okay, not slip. And they did get out of the way the terrace here. They applied today. Oh, you could really smell it. It is strong. It is similar smell to chlorine. It really is. Yeah, he did here, and he did the other side too. And then here on the front, they sprayed it this morning. And you see underneath these windows, we really want to see a lot of these stains to fade. That's the idea. There, and on the stone in between. But it does seem that it has lightened up a bit. I'm gonna have to compare to my before video to be sure. And we're gonna have to wash all these windows really soon, actually. Seems to me that this tower has lightened up a bit already. It's got a ways to go. Yeah. To the front of the terrace. Yeah. Sun came out. It's gonna be nice this afternoon. Boy, it was cold this morning and all that fog. Look here at this lightening up. Yeah. He did the wall down at the bottom yesterday, and I actually want to get a little video of that just for comparison. Yeah, he did this wall here. He just had some extra, and he said he'd spray it for us, and so he did, and so we'll see. Yeah. So, conclusions. I'm very happy that we were able to get this done. You know, to get there we go. The building sprayed with a fungicide so that we can get all of the marks off it, and it can be beautiful for when we put the painted shutters back on. I'm absolutely thrilled that we were able to do that. And I wouldn't say I'm thrilled about the price, but I will say this. Because a lot of people have also said, why didn't you just do it yourself? And there is a reason, several reasons for that. But number one is our building is really tall. I mean, it's really tall. And you can really feel that while watching these guys do their work, because they did it with just a ladder. So they had one ladder that they brought, and it was a super tall ladder, and they put it up against the building and extended it all the way. And I'm not sure what safety equipment they coulda, woulda, shoulda had, but they didn't have any. You know, there wasn't a rope securing them to a chimney or anything like you might do, you know, in painting or something like that. So it was a little nerve-wracking to watch them, and I was thinking, no, they've got it, you know, they're professionals and everything, until yesterday at the end of the day, one of them, you know, the ladder started to slide down in on itself, and the one that was on the ladder, he was at the mercy of just holding on to that ladder. You know, if he had dropped off from that height, he really would have hurt himself. So I was already a little nervous at the heights, but when I saw that, I thought, okay, it's really, really dangerous to be up that high with just a ladder. Now, yes, many people have said, just buy scaffolding or rent a cherry picker. And I used to not really know what scaffolding costs until Bo told me how expensive it can be. And so buying scaffolding or renting scaffolding is not something you just do. You know, that's a considered decision, because for the time that you might rent scaffolding and use it, and then the time spent moving it around and everything, you might come close to the price of it in the first place, and it's expensive. So that's a considered purchase. And renting a cherry picker is expensive too. And where that gets expensive is in how many days will you need it. Now, we had two guys here who were doing the work, and one could rest and one could do the work, and they could switch sometimes. When they really had to go high, it was just one of them who was going up and doing that, I noticed. But they were efficient, and even with their efficiency, it took them 3 days. It's supposed to take 2 days. It took them 3 days to do it. So if it was just Bo and a cherry picker, and not knowing, you know, not being a professional at you know, mixing these chemicals and doing this, and you know, just the process of it, it could take him longer. It might not, but it could take him longer, which would mean more days renting the cherry picker, and that gets expensive also, plus the cost of the materials. So in the end, it could come out that it would be cheaper for us to do it, but the peace of mind knowing that we had a professional do it, and that it's guaranteed, you know, for, I think it was 15 years he guaranteed it for, you know, and they had the expertise. They came and did it, and you know, did it in roughly in the time that they said they would. That's worth something. So I'm very happy that, you know, we had this done and we agreed to this. Bo may have a different opinion on that, but I certainly wouldn't want him up on a ladder that high. That was a little scary. So looking forward to the results.
So we're planting another tree, a fruit tree. This is a nectarine, so that's gonna be joining the others here in line, and that will be Isabella's tree, hopefully to grow for many years. So here it comes in, Isabella's tree. How does that make you feel, Isabella?
Fine.
Fine. Do you think it will grow for many years? This week is the Christmas week, and we have family here, and they have been planting fruit trees, and so we want to put the signs up. So follow me. So for every family member, Karen had the idea to plant a fruit tree, which you've probably already seen. So she's making these signs here, and this is a pear tree. All right. Of course, we try to plant the trees so they can work together. Like that's a pear tree and that's a pear tree, so they're in the vicinity of each other. And over here we have two cherry trees. So there's a cherry here and there's one here. And the last two for today is apricot, and we got these two here also. And then you might think that it's too close to stuff here, but we're gonna cut down this bush over here so it's gonna be clear. And the last one for today is a fig tree that we planted over here. Okay, that's good.